Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Sorry for the, a little late with the video, man. I want to give a couple shout outs, man. Shout out to all the members, man. All the members all around the world. We closing in on 100 members, man. That's a milestone that I wanted to hit for you guys. You know what I'm saying? We real close to that, man. Shout out to everybody that's been grabbing the merchandise. Just shout out to everybody that's supporting the entire movement and staying, with this close-knit Eagles family that we got brewing right now, man. Like I said, I'm sorry. Y'all know I usually hit y'all with the lunchtime with the bullies, a video hours earlier before a video like this, but I'm still gonna make sure I slap y'all in the face with some Eagles content real quick. So, you know what I'm saying? I tuned into Carson Wentz's press conference. First off, I want to say he seems to be very clear-headed. He seems to be very level-headed, and he seems to be in great spirits. So they asked him, They asked him $1 million question. You got a brand new baby. What were the conversations like for you and your significant other in terms of possibly opting out this season? Carson Wentz said he talked to his wife about it. You know what I mean? What any man would do with a new child. He talked to his wife about it. You know what I'm saying? He feels safe coming into work and he ready to roll. You know what I mean? It's wild theories of dudes out here who actually make Eagles content saying stuff like, well, Carson, they got this notion that Carson Wentz is so soft that he would opt out this season. Now, I got a problem with statements like that because I don't believe anybody who decides to opt out of a season during a pandemic is soft at all. I feel like we could be on the tail end of this thing, and I feel like that, other sports are learning from their mistakes, and everybody will come to some type of way and some type of measures to keep everybody safe. Now, y'all seen a picture circulating around with Carson Wentz looking jacked. He spoke about that as well. He didn't really change his diet. What happened with that was, it was just really interesting because I want to touch on this. Do you guys understand that this is Carson Wentz's second season? This is Carson Wentz's first season coming back since his rookie year, not having to worry about a major injury. He's had a whole offseason to just work out regularly, lift weights, work on strengthening other parts of his body. Now, listen. Carson Wentz had 2 off seasons in a row where he had to recover and you just get his knee back right. Then he had to work on his back. Other parts was lacking, so you see a bigger, stronger. You see a man now growing into a man's body. He's able to put them weights to the test, and that's why you see this guy looking like goddamn Optimus Prime now. Who is Carson Wentz? They asked him about the NFL 100 list. That's neither here nor there. He ain't losing no sleep over that. Neither should we. Actually, something interesting about the NFL 100 list. I actually heard that, the NFL 100 list is actually recorded in November. The Eagles wasn't looking that good in November. We were on the brink of things. You know what I'm saying? We weren't looking that good in November. That's the facts. So, you know what I mean? If people taking their assessments from November, it's hard to believe that it was recorded towards the end of the season and Patrick Mahomes will come in fourth. It's hard to believe. So from what I heard, it got to be true. After what you've seen Patrick Mahomes do in the playoffs, for him to come in fourth is ridiculous anyway in itself. So it had to probably been recorded, like November, something like that. But Carson Wentz is a guy who's not really worrying about that. He also spoke about the offense. They said that from his point of view, the offense isn't going to look any different. You know what I mean? It's all about putting these new guys where old guys were and executing. Because we were drawing up plays last year. We had plays that were being executed. The eye test shows you the plays were being executed. But also at the same time, you know what I'm saying? The plays were left on the field. Now, the routes were ran to perfection. Guys were in place to get their hands on the ball, but they weren't hauling in the ball. We hope that this new core of wide receivers will be able to go out there and put their best foot forward and bring in some of these catches that Carson Wentz put out there for wide receivers in the past who couldn't haul them in. What does Carson Wentz really have to prove going into this season? There's 2 ways you could look at this. I think Carson Wentz, he got fairly a lot to prove. And it's not just about winning a playoff game now when you think about it. I think what Carson Wentz really has to prove is that, he could duplicate what he did last year to a higher degree. You know what I'm saying? It would be a shame for Deshaun Jackson to come back, Alshon Jeffrey to come back, and we still fight until the last game of the season to win the division. It'd be a shame. Carson Wentz got to go out there and blow the doors off the division if he got better weapons, because he's able to. He's done it in 2017. So in a sense, he really ain't got nothing to prove. He's done things before. When you could keep his offense healthy around him, he can blow the doors off of guys. He can blow the doors off competition. You know what I'm saying? And I think in that aspect, Carson Wentz has to prove that he can do it again. Now, like I said, I'm on record saying I think last season was Carson Wentz's best season, not the 2017 season, because I seen more important things. I saw things that can't be taught last year, as opposed to 2017, where it was just a guy who fell in line with, explosive players being around him. With Carson Wentz not having to worry about rehabbing an injury going into this upcoming season, we shall see a man with confidence. We shall see a man who's put some of the small nagging injuries behind him, and we should see a man of the future of the Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz didn't get paid for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I like to see this confidence out of my quarterback. He looks ready to step into that leadership role that Malcolm Jenkins has. He looks ready to step into any leadership role that they need him to. You know what I'm saying? And we do have the advantage. We have the advantage. A lot of guys haven't been getting grass time. We come back with the same core of coaches. We come back. It wasn't too much turnaround in terms of coaches. I'm happy for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Carson Wentz looks focused. And to the Eagles fans all across the world, this is one thing I want you guys to grasp your mind around. Get used to winning. I know we went through decades of not looking as good as we do now. Some guys have in their mind that we don't even look as good as we do now. This is the facts of the matters. Playoffs 3 straight years in a row, and one of those years resulted in a Super Bowl. I'm happy. I'm content. The sky's the limit for this football team. The pieces that are around Carson Wentz can make a difference, because you got a quarterback who could throw a ball to anybody. If you could throw to practice squad receivers, you could throw a ball to anybody, man. So, you know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like I said, Carson Wentz appears focused. He appears to be a man on a mission, man. And, I see y'all for lunchtime with the bullies tomorrow, man.